In the gentle glow of a Santa Monica morning on January 17th, 2026, the animation world quietly lost one of its most creative and visionary storytellers when Roger Allers, the co-director of Disney's timeless masterpiece, The Lion King, passed away at the age of 76. He died suddenly at his home after a short illness, as confirmed by longtime friend and collaborator Dave Bossert, who had been exchanging emails with him just days earlier while Roger was traveling in Egypt. There was no crash, no dramatic accident, only the peaceful, unexpected close of a life that had given the world unforgettable stories, breathtaking animation, and the kind of heartfelt magic that still makes millions feel something deep inside. As tributes pour in from Disney legends, Broadway creators, and fans who grew up singing Hakuna Matata, let's take a tender journey through Roger's extraordinary life. From a young dreamer in Rye, New York, to the architect of one of the most beloved films ever made, honoring the family he cherished, the understated lifestyle he lived, and the creative legacy that will forever light up our imaginations. Roger Allers was born on June 29, 1949, in Rye, New York, but spent much of his childhood in Scottsdale, Arizona, where the desert skies and open spaces seemed to spark his early love for drawing and storytelling. From the age of 5, he was captivated by Disney animation. Peter Pan left an indelible mark, and he dreamed of one day becoming part of that magical world. After high school, he attended Arizona State University, earning a BFA in art, then began his career at Leesburger Studios, working on Sesame Street segments and early animated projects. Those formative years were filled with experimentation, learning the craft of animation frame by frame, and discovering the power of visual storytelling to evoke emotion. In 1985, Roger joined Walt Disney Feature Animation, arriving just as the studio was entering its Renaissance era. He quickly made his mark as a storyboard artist and writer on The Little Mermaid, 1989, helping shape the emotional core of Ariel's journey. He then contributed to Beauty and the Beast, 1991, where his work on the Be Our Guest sequence brought whimsical life to the enchanted objects. But it was The Lion King, 1994, that would define his legacy. Co-directing alongside Rob Minkoff, Roger poured his heart into the story, infusing it with themes of responsibility, loss, and the circle of life. He helped craft the screenplay, guided the animation of unforgettable sequences like the Stampede and Can You Feel the Love Tonight, and brought a profound sense of Shakespearean weight to what could have been just another children's film. The movie became the highest-grossing traditionally animated film of all time, and Roger's contribution earned him an Oscar nomination and a permanent place in animation history. After The Lion King, Roger co-wrote and co-directed The Emperor's New Groove, 2000, infusing it with his signature humor and heart, and later worked on Brother Bear, 2003, and other projects. He also wrote the book for the Tony-nominated Broadway adaptation of The Lion King, which remains one of the longest-running shows in history. In later years, he ventured into independent animation, including The Prophet, 2014, always staying true to his belief that stories should move people, make them laugh, cry, and feel connected. In his personal life, Roger was married to Leslie Hackenson from 1977 until their divorce in 2020. They shared a deep bond and raised 2 wonderful children together, daughter Leah and son Aidan. Even after the divorce, they maintained a respectful relationship centered on their family. Roger was a devoted father, quietly supportive, creative, and present, and his children were often his greatest source of pride and inspiration. He spoke of them with warmth, and in his final years, family remained the anchor amid his work and health challenges. Roger's lifestyle was one of thoughtful simplicity and creative focus. He lived in Santa Monica, California, in a home that reflected his artistic spirit, filled with books, sketches, and mementos from his travels and projects. He enjoyed the beach life, quiet reflection, and time with loved ones. He was not one for Hollywood excess. He preferred meaningful conversations, good coffee, and the satisfaction of a well-told story over flashy displays. In his later years, he continued to create, mentor young animators, and stay connected to the craft he loved. His career success brought financial security, an estimated net worth in the millions, built from his work on blockbuster films, Broadway royalties, and residuals. But Roger never let wealth define him. He lived with gratitude and generosity, always more focused on the impact of his stories than on material things. The news of Roger's passing has left a deep sense of loss. Bob Iger called him a creative visionary. Rob Minkoff remembered a dear friend and collaborator, and fans worldwide shared how The Lion King shaped their childhoods and still brings tears and joy. At 76, after a life of imagination and heart, his departure feels too soon. Yet his work lives on in every child who sings Hakuna Matata, every animator who dreams big, and every person who finds comfort in the circle of life. As we say goodbye to Roger Allers, a father, artist, storyteller whose imagination gave us magic, we're reminded to cherish the stories we tell, the people we love, and the beauty we create. Thank you, Roger, for the lions and the songs, for the laughter and the lessons, for showing us that even in the darkest moments, we can find our way home. Rest in peace. If this tribute to Roger Allers' incredible life, timeless work, and gentle passing touched your heart or brought back memories of the Lion King nights and Disney magic, please like the video and subscribe for more heartfelt stories honoring the creators who shaped our childhoods and our dreams. Your support keeps these legacies alive. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next one.